So establishing my posture, physically releasing tensions in the body, and allowing for an upright posture to be there. Mentally, releasing tensions in the mind and allowing attention to arise without tension. I establish my awareness. First, I am aware that I am here, that I am experimenting with my awareness, with gradations of awareness, and with my mind's capacity of being with suffering and releasing my habits around suffering, pain, gain and loss, pleasure and pain. Now, I focus my awareness more clearly on my breathing. Breathing in, I know that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I am aware that I am breathing out. I follow my in-breath from its very beginning, through all its stages, to its very end, and as it transforms to an out-breath. I follow my out-breath from its inception as the end of an in-breath, through all its stages, and as it disappears to become the next in-breath. I lightly touch my breath with my awareness, not manipulating the breath, but just observing it as it is. You might say that what I am manipulating is my awareness by guiding it towards my breath. within this process of calming, of releasing, I start to observe the many gradations, the many possibilities of awareness. At times, my awareness is lighter, and at times, it is heavier. There are times when my awareness might feel like it is caught in a thicker, even swampier environment. I might discover that I'm being weighted down by ideas, worries, plans, or any thoughts that are not moving but are sticking in the mind. I might notice that there is an accompanying feeling in the body, a somewhat heavier feeling, a pull down below my diaphragm. At other times, I notice that I have become more light or more spacey. Thoughts may be clearly present, but they feel non-substantial. They feel light, spacey, almost as if I cannot quite grasp what the thought was. This is often quite pleasant. In the body, it often feels lighter or floatier, manifesting as a floating in the head, between and behind the eyes. I observe these changes in awareness and in the body, and I play with them. I am aware of this interplay of swampy and spacey states, and I gently bring myself to the middle. In the body, it might be expressed as coming back to the chest, to a light expansion of the chest, a small lift and opening of the sternum, and the widening in the back of the chest, while the throat and lower ribs stay relaxed. I can also observe these shifts, the interplay of floating and weighted in the area that is between and behind my eyes, what we call the third eye. This area can feel more consolidated and congested, or more open and light. It can vacillate between the spacey and the weighted down. It serves as another way of getting feedback for my awareness. Is my awareness here? Is it light and floating away? Is it getting weighted down? I can shift the quality of my awareness by changing my body. I can play with releasing the back of my head, tucking the chin ever so slightly. I can release the lower ribs through greater awareness and hollowing of the space between my sits bones and in my lower abdomen. And starting Tong, taking and sending. I pick a situation of suffering that I am conscious of in my mind. It can be my own suffering, the suffering I see on the news, the suffering of other people, of animals, of the planet. I see the suffering very clearly in front of me. I breathe in the suffering. The breathing is through my whole body, not just through my nose or lungs. I take in the suffering. I can visualize the suffering as thick black smoke entering all the pores of my body, coming into my heart. In my heart, the smoke transforms, and I breathe out through my whole body, sending white or blue healing light to the suffering person or situation. I breathe in the black smoke of suffering. I breathe out white or blue light of healing. Again, I note the different fluctuations in a taking and sending. At times, there will be a swampy feeling, heavier feeling, as if being weighted down by the pain or trying to avoid the pain. At other times, I might feel quite spacey. I keep bringing myself to the center while maintaining the taking in of suffering, opening to suffering, and sending out healing, holding on to nothing, keeping nothing except the openness in my heart. At times, the suffering is no longer clear. I have lost awareness of the original situation that I started with. This can manifest as floatiness or as heaviness. At times, I might be tempted to switch the situation I started out with and do Tonglen with another situation of suffering. The practice here is to keep the awareness of suffering, being in touch with suffering, and maintaining a spacious heart, noting the interplay between them, how they affect each other, suffering and heart spaciousness. I reestablish my openness to suffering. If you need to, this can be a good time if you need to switch the situation you're observing, switching the particulars or the narrative of suffering. Visualizing the situation clearly. It can be my own suffering. It can be the suffering of a loved one. It can be the suffering of a species or a forest or a people. It is a suffering that naturally makes my heart bleed. I experiment with taking and sending as a practice that is purely centered around my establishing the space of my heart, of my mind, taking in what is unpleasant, what I do not want to touch, the black smoke of suffering, giving out with no holding on to anything, brilliant white or blue light. Now, doing Tonglen, taking and sending as a practice of metta, of love, as if aimed at alleviating the suffering of another. And experimenting with Tonglen, taking in and sending out as the natural movement of the in and out breath, as the vibration of my heart, of my being, of all of life. Not training the mind to endure or to open, having no agenda to dissolve suffering. There is no taker, there is no sender, there is no receiver. Just the movement of life, in and out, dark smoke and brilliant, bright light.